Hi and welcome back to Cozy Chat episode. I don't know what episode it is. Actually, I have been procrastinating of making this video because there are not a lot going on at the moment. This week, especially in my life, is like peaceful week. There are not a lot going on, but also there are a lot of going on. First things first, the reason why I procrastinating of making this video because I usually shooting on the afternoon, but lately it was so hot that I don't know why I always feel sluggish and sleepy on the afternoon. So all of this time I just taking a nap, and now I'm making video on the evening because on the evening I'm more clear-headed rather than on the afternoon. I have tried not to rest myself on the afternoon when I feel sleepy, like it was like nap season right now, and I feel headache. This heat is never like I experienced before. I feel like the heat is draining my energy and it makes me sluggish, make me headache, and I just want to sleep all evening. Maybe this is nap season. I don't know if it's just me or everybody else experience it too. And then I have an announcement. This is actually I have been working a few weeks since last month. I have second YouTube account. You can check it on my bio. It's not like book review because in the second account is more personal. It's showing myself or what I like. And also I have been working on making podcasts. You can check it on my bio too. It's on Spotify. It's new and only have 2 episodes so far, but more is coming. So what's the difference of this podcast and this book review channel? In some way, this book review channel is like a podcast because I'm sitting here talking about the books and everything I like, also my interest. But this podcast is more unstructured, meaning is sometimes I have these thoughts. Sometimes it starts with random thoughts and then I overthink it all night. I write it on my diary books, but sometimes I also just want to record it. And also I wonder if someone out there having the same thought as I do, so I want to broadcast it if it reached to people with that having the same thought as I do. And also, and in the next update, I have been preparing on the next material for book review. So for the next book review episode, I will not talking about books. I will not reviewing a book, but rather deep diving of one characters that always appear in many adaptations, whether it's books, TV series, or movies. We will also throw back a bit to one of the earliest books I've reviewed because these characters related to that book. And I think you already know who is these characters, but then maybe you also as confused as I am because these characters seem to appear in many adaptations and always have different story. So what's this character's origin and what's the aftermath? Because this character always appear, or rather the author is showing a chapter of his life rather than the whole life. And a bit about trendy thing. Trendy, I don't think it's trendy, but it's a news. So I have watched a few channel about the news that broadcasting heat wave on the Europe. I don't think it's only on the Europe, but the news emphasizing Europe because it is affecting worse than the rest of the globe. I don't know if it's not true, or if when I talk about this there are more regions that have severe heat wave, especially countries like France, Spain, and Italy. It's a coastal countries. They have the worst heat wave so far until now. And I don't think this is the worst because from what I heard, correct me if I'm wrong, they've experienced the worst. News channel said the temperature in there reaching up to almost 50 degrees Celsius. That is terrifying. It's half boiling. I hope if any one of you watching this from Europe, stay safe. Please stay inside. Stay hydrated. I don't blame you if you want to turn on your fan or AC every day. I know it is not good for environment, but we need it right now. There are already chaos in the France because people are fighting to get new AC on the market. That it doesn't mean that the rest of us experiencing heat wave too, especially on the western region because they are not experiencing summer, and this summer is very very hot. We are here. I am here. Is also experiencing hotter season despite being in tropical country. I don't know about you, but sometimes I heard that people that don't live in tropical countries assume that in here is very hot. It is indeed very hot, but also we have seasons, so it's not like we have 40 degrees Celsius every day, but most of the time the temperature is stable. In where I live, it's around 22 to 28 degrees Celsius. Around 22 and 28 degrees Celsius normally. So if when we have hotter season, we could go more than 28. But I myself never experienced 40 degrees Celsius. So the hottest temperature I felt was 36 degrees Celsius, and it's already scorching. I'm rooting for people who live in a region hotter than me. You are such a tough people. So yes, I think that's a little bit of news about this channel and about my upcoming material on book review, or rather characters review, character deep dive. Oh, and also a little update about my reading. I almost forgot. I just finished Plus One. I just finished reading Plus One. It is good story, but not my favorite. It took me a long time to read it. Why? Because, the story is good, but it's lack of adventure. For me, who like adventure story, this book is too dramatic. A lot of political drama, a lot of, the conflict is like, if you like something complicated, you maybe like it, because there are conflict inside the conflict, and there are conflict inside the conflict again. So by the end of the book, the resolution is also unfolding gradually like that. But what is interesting about this book, in my opinion, is the main characters, because she is dealing with self-worth that make her hard to express and accept love. We will review that in the future further. And also, I just started reading The Cousins finally. the story about three cousins who went to the island to meet their long grandmother. So their grandmother is a very rich woman, but they never talk to them. They never reach out to their grandchildren. When they arrived to the island, turns out their grandmother did not know that they were coming. The interesting about this book, the interesting thing about this book is this book has 3 point of view. So each of cousins have their own point of view, how they experience their life from their respective point of view. And this book genre is more like mystery acting, and I quite enjoying it because they're going to unravel what the secret their grandmother have and why their grandmother did not reach out to them, the reason, and about this island itself. It's so exciting. Thank you for watching this cozy chat and a quick update. I hope you enjoy it, and if you want to get your daily book review, you could check my channel. I already review a lot of books, not that lot, but quite a lot. There are more upcoming book reviews in the future, and also deep diving of story and legends. I'm going to the legends. Just you wait and see. There will be a lot of research for me because legends are not like the modern books. So yeah, please do check my second channel and my podcast if you want, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.